Welcome to Three Old Men.
Or maybe
The
it's
show had already started before you
Maybe.
guys even joined.
You missed the best 10 minutes of the whole show. I'm sorry.
All right, we do have audio. I checked that.
That's true.
Fixed
I
all
hear
that
myself.
stuff. You hear yourself?
I hear myself because I've got the
You
stream pulled
don't?
up.
I do hear myself on the stream as well.
Now I've muted it.
Because
Yes.
you do it on purpose. So before we start anything,
Just
This is
to
three-
make sure the
fucking
sound
with
was
this.
working.
Yes.
this is Three Old Men, and you see our names. You can read, hopefully. So
I can't
that's
read.
who we are.
Aw.
I got something to unveil for everybody. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yep.
All right,
Diz,
hang
I
on.
swear to God, if
Wait,
I see
wait,
your penis
wait,
again, that's all
wait.
help me.
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Is this rated 18 plus?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
stream is.
I think we're
You gotta
safe.
click the button. If you're under 18 and you click the button, it's on you. There
Okay,
are
this is-
consequences, young man.
This is gonna shatter everybody's world. Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
It's his
All right.
penis again.
I'll be
Son
right
of-
back.
All right.
I thought, well, no, it might be his wrinkly ass.
Are you ready?
No.
Maybe. It's a new tool hat.
It's a new toy.
Does that mean
I
he's
like it.
retiring the old one?
No, the old one can never retire.
You can never retire.
No, listen, Mama Diz, you're in chat because I see you with
I
the
think
dick
it's like
emoji
worth like $1,000.
in chat. But Diz has to be buried in that hat.
The old one, not the new one.
Yes, the old
See,
one.
this one fits a little snugger to my head, if you can see. So I don't have to
The
worry
old
about the
one is
wind blowing it on my head.
Listen, don't talk about that hat. I'm pretty sure that hat is Diz's longest relationship. You had to have the new one made. It looks good. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. You know what sucks? I never wore hats. Still went bald.
See, wearing hats has
I-
nothing to do with it.
I
That's
don't
a
think-
myth.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that's the
I
thing
mean,
because
It's all
I have
genetics.
to get my head shaved.
Why did I get all the bad genetics?
I have to get my hair cut once a week, or it gets horrible. And I wear a hat all the time.
I'm
Is
fat,
personality like
bald, and
genetic?
diabetic, but
Because
I have,
you have a very good personality.
I got a good personality, and I'm hung like a fucking racehorse. So 2 out of 20 ain't bad, right? Mama Diz says that your longest relationship you ever had is actually your hand, and she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
This is
Also,
true.
Mama Diz is spicy tonight. Kudos to you, Mama Diz. Kudos to you.
I also heard a rumor that Mama Diz says that your character in my campaign is just you.
Yes.
Is that
That's
Corin?
what
It's
she
just
said.
me?
No,
No.
Diz. That
Oh,
Valden
Diz.
is just
That's true.
Diz.
That's true. Yeah.
So I like to think Valiant is just me unfiltered completely. Like completely just unfiltered.
That I'll take. That I'll take. It's Diz unplugged.
Yeah.
I'll take that one. Yeah.
If
yeah.
I just let myself be annoying to everybody, that's what he would do. So
Which JD is just me without me trying to care about people's feelings.
yep, there
Which
you go.
character
So-
which character that I play then is the closest to me?
Well, you don't play him
Ekminos.
anymore. No,
No,
you don't,
Ekminos.
you don't play him anymore. It's Andros.
I was gonna say I was worried somebody was gonna say
Andros as well. Yeah, Andros. yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You aren't annoying. Question mark.
Hey,
You
what?
are annoying?
Is there an upward inflection? So to get to our topic,
Old men all the
we don't
time.
have any topics. So
We don't. We don't have any topics. So we need to come up with topics. Somebody need, oh yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say, and Buck was like, no, you're wrong. But here's my point. Okay, so before we went live, We were having a little few discussions, and I said we were kind of trying to come up with topics to throw out there. We couldn't come up with any. I was like, "Hey, what about why is WoW?" Which I know is going to immediately make like 3/4 of the audience leave. Now that I've said that, so welcome to the true audience.
No, there went just.
Yep.
No, I'll talk about it.
There he goes.
I mean, we didn't bring up Final Fantasy 14 disc.
This is
Superior
true.
MMO.
Yeah.
We didn't bring up your Ranger Bard.
The Branger. If it's a Ranger Bard, technically, isn't that just Ted Nugent?
Can we call it a Rard?
A Rard. A Rard.
I mean, really, it's an Archer Bard.
In
Ranger
WoW
sounds better.
terms, a Rard is a druid in cat form trying to
Renard. It's
Renard.
Renard.
I'm Renard. Anyway, the reason I say it, WoW is trying to be Legion again because one, Legion very popular. Two, they're releasing 10.1 in May.
Yes.
It's only been 70 days or so since Dragonflight came out.
Yes.
Right? Okay. The only time that they've ever been this quick with adding content to the game is in Legion.
But you said Legion was really good.
Yes, Legion is really good. I'm not saying that Dragonflight's the best, but compared to Shadowlands, it's good.
But
Which
there's a reason that they're doing this.
to keep subscribers.
No.
All right.
They're doing this to prove that Shadowlands sucked, and they want to show the community that they are better than that last fucking expansion.
Yeah, I can see that. They need to prove themselves again.
Yes, they're trying to show that they can bounce back and better themselves from the mistake that they made and acknowledge that they fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are and they're not just releasing the content for Dragonflight. They've already released this part of the content for anyone that didn't get it done. And all new players that are coming in now, you can fly in BFA without having to go get Pathfinder. Pathfinder and BFA was the longest, most drawn out bullshit to fly in any expansion ever created.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Now it's changed.
Also, haven't been to BFA since Shadowlands.
Because you had to quest every zone. You had to explore every zone. You had to get revered with every faction.
Yeah, it's a little much.
They did away with that now. Now you can fly in BFA.
Good job.
For us people that have played BFA since it came out, we did all that. It sucked. You know what our reward was? The rest of your characters can fly now as soon as they get there. Great. At least they don't have to do it all.
My opinion would be that once you get one character through their storyline, not even all the extra stuff, just the main storyline, then they should open up flying to you. Because at that point, you've walked the path that they want you to walk, and there's no reason to repeat it 12 times if that, if you have a bunch of alts. So,
well,
I agree.
That's what they do. Except for what they did in BFA was the path that they gave you was called Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
When you got that full path completed, which was everything I said, and you got flying unlocked on that character, everyone else got it. But it took so long for that one character to get it because it was locked behind all the renown or all the reputation behind all of the factions in BFA. You had to get them all to revered. You didn't even see mechanomes until after you got max level and after you got all the content done for the main islands of Zuldazar or Colteris, depending on whether you're Horde or Alliance. You didn't even make it to Mechagon or Mechanomes in Mechagon. You didn't even see them. So you couldn't work up the Rust Bolt resistance. So that was a faction that you were behind on.
To be honest, I think they should just take flying out of WoW completely. Everybody should just. I mean, they already have a system where you can fly around to all the, riding on the griffins or whatever, the bats or.
The only reason that
they should just improve that system and remove flying. So.
Well, the only reason that they added flying in it to anywhere to begin with was because in Burning Crusade they knew that there were certain areas in the zones that they had set up that there were certain quests, daily quests, to get some of the mounts that you wanted, like the Netherwing Drakes and the Manta Rays, that you had to fly to get certain items, and the flight paths weren't going to cut it. So they added flying in so that you could reach those spots. But in Burning Crusade, it was very expensive because, I mean, let's face it, back then flying was, you had to put in some time to get that much gold to fly. And then in Wrath, they did the same thing when you were trying to get certain mounts out there.
I like Wrath. It's like, it's cold. You can't fly in the cold.
Right. So you have to learn cold weather flying. You know what?
If they were going to open up flying, it should have just been, okay, you can fly. Done.
They didn't do that until Cataclysm.
The only reason they opened up flying in
they still don't do it.
Zones.
Then you go to BFA or whatever, and you can't fly until you do their little jump through their hoops.
Right. Which
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's the thing with Dragonflight. It doesn't make sense that you can't fly in Dragonflight.
Well, you can.
Yeah, well, you can, but they force you, if you're going to fly in Dragonflight, they force you to use their new Dragonflight mechanic, which they stole from Guild Wars.
Yeah.
Instead of all these mounts that you collected that can fly, that are useless now, except to run around on the ground, which your dragon will also do. But it also runs out of gas.
That is true. It does run out of gas. But the only reason that you can fly in the regular vanilla zones is because they incorporated Cataclysm zones in the vanilla zones. That's the only reason you can fly in the vanilla zones. Because they were like, well, we introduced flying in Burning Crusade. We can't, and then Wrath, we can't not introduce it in the next expansion and then introduce it in the one after that. So to keep the trend going, they had to introduce it to Cata, but Cata was in the vanilla zones, so they opened up flying throughout everything.
They had to go in and patch it. The original maps had a cap on how high the sky went. So in Cata, they went and it raised that value, and boom, you can fly now.
Craziness.
But I think they've done away with all Pathfinder mission achievements now, to where it's just straight flying, because they've looked at it and realized that yes, people will go do it, but the amount of time taken away just to grind that out, they could be doing something else, and they don't view it as beneficial anymore.
Yeah. So hey, you guys went to Lexington Comic Con. How was that?
That was pretty fun. It's my second convention like that I've been to. Both times went to see voice actors, and
The best
both
ones.
times was not let down by the interaction. So
There you go.
yep, the
Always
first time I
good.
went and saw Matt Mercer, and it was really amazing, really cool guy, and he hasn't been back to that convention since. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, I'm sure he's just busy. Then this time we went and saw Tom Kenny, the creator of SpongeBob, and the voice of many of the animated characters you may or may not know. So.
Nice. Nice. What about you, bud? What did you do at Comic Con?
I went to go see the probably the most well-known little man in movie cinema history.
Mr. Warwick Davis.
I was a little let down at the way the con had the interaction with him. For the fact of wouldn't let people have really any interaction with him. But you know, it is what it is. He was one of the more famous people there as far as how much he's been in and everything. And I think they were expecting him to have a lot more constant. So they wanted to move the lines along a lot more. And so I think that's why they had a little bit more security and a lot more. It felt like an assembly line, really. What it felt
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Did he have a photo op?
He did not.
Ooh.
If he did, I'd have got it.
Speaking
Also.
of Warwick Davis, did Disney cancel Willow, the show?
From the last I
'Cause
heard,
I saw
it
two
is-
conflicting
It
reports.
has been suspended as of now with no actual date of potential startup.
So
would
did it just not
suck.
do well?
Because it was a cliffhanger kind of at the end. So
I think it was more of a didn't meet the expectations that Disney had hoped for. But I don't know.
so
I didn't
my
see
take on
enough
it,
feedback.
watching it, I liked it. The overall story was okay, and I enjoyed the characters, but it felt like it was trying to be like they were trying to market it towards teenagers or something, or a younger crowd instead of it having more of a mature type of feel to it. Um, so that was the only thing that kind of turned me off to it. But I mean, I would sit and watch it again. I mean,
Disney has a problem making mature content and keeping the Disney label on it.
it's true.
Now
Yeah.
they'll put one of their other studios' names on it and release it, and it'd be a more mature thing. But they're very hesitant about releasing above, young adult, teenager, PG-13 content, and still have the Disney name on it.
Mhm.
They've always had a problem with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the actors and actresses were playing like teenage or early 20 like characters.
So they
So
were all
you know, I get
35.
there was only in the party there was only a couple, two or three that were actually older, portraying
Yeah.
older characters. So that's probably why the story felt like that, like it had a younger feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, you had one adult warrior and then Willow.
Yeah, and then we had the other
I mean, they ran into
his
some more
his
adults, but
his buddy with the knives. I can't remember his name.
oh, the
Willow's
one that got killed. Yeah,
yeah.
Sharpie Boy. That's his name, right? Sharpie Boy.
Sharpie boy.
Perfect. All right.
We
Another
did
thing.
get to see the brownies.
And the
though.
brownies. I mean,
We
yeah,
did
there
get to
was.
see the
I
brownies.
mean, it's just like a cameo, though. It was like I was hoping they would play more into it because the
I
movie
love brownies.
they play
Especially
it
right out of the
big time.
oven. Delicious.
I got upset though that we didn't get to
Oh.
see
In this
the
context.
one that had the line of "I stole the baby."
Yes.
They did mention him, but he that actor was no longer with us, unfortunately, so he didn't get to reprise his role.
Mm.
He was mentioned though in the show.
That's the problem with them waiting around so long to do these things. You know, it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah. So Diz, you went and watched the D&D movie. I've not got to go watch it yet. I'm very mad about it. How did you like it? Because I want to get your opinion on it because I've already seen the reviews and stuff, and everybody says it's great, it's wonderful. It's the number one movie in America right now. At least it's the results from the Super Mario Brother movie release that happened tonight. Happens. Beat John Wick 4 in the box office over the weekend. So what is Dr. Diz's movie review?
so one liner. It is D&D. That's it. The movie is D&D. Like they've tried to do D&D in movies in the past. They've had trouble incorporating the feel of playing the game into a movie, but this time they nailed it right on. They have a 4-man party throughout most of the campaign, and then they bring in a couple of what I would consider NPC party members, kind of, that they throw in. And if you're just watching it and you've never played D&D, it just feels like a good movie, a good solid storyline, good fight sequences, stuff like that. But if you play D&D, they throw all these extra little tidbits in that everybody else is missing. They have this one scene where they're explaining this elaborate like trap, and of course something happens and the party just messes the whole thing up, which is what always happens in D&D. So I won't go into details about what that is exactly because it is such a new movie, but it is. If you play D&D and you go watch it, you enjoy it. If you haven't played D&D and you go watch it, it's still just a solid movie. We took 2 kids with us and watched it. They enjoyed it.
I was going to say you took the entire family. So you, the wife, the kid, your kid's friend, and even your wife enjoyed it.
Yeah, everybody enjoyed the movie. And there's the druid that's in there turns into an owlbear. And just the fight sequences with the owlbear are just comical and amazing. So you will enjoy the movie regardless if you play D&D or not.
I just want to know, did you catch the old school throwback cameo in it?
I did, yes, yeah. Yep. Now there is another group of characters in there, and I'm not sure if those are supposed to be actual, characters from other D&D groups or something like that. If that's the case, I missed that one, but I did catch the other group that you're talking about.
The big group that you're talking about.
The big group, yeah.
We're not talking about Critical Role, Chad.
That would be amazing. I would have jumped up and screamed to the theater.
That's why I said the old school, because Critical Role would not be considered the old school.
I did see them on social media going to the premiere of it, though.
Yeah, they went to the premiere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if there's a sequel, and from all intents and purposes, there will be a sequel. I think because the movie's doing well, and D&D is at the height of popularity. I think it would be cool if they invited Critical Role people to.
If they had a cameo
to be a cameo in the movie as maybe one of their campaign parties that they've had.
Yeah,
probably the one that would get the most would be season 1, right? Season 1.
I would love to see. I would love to see the actual actors. The characters in the movie in a bar setting, and then Vox Machina just causing fucking mayhem in the background. Just Grog beating the hell out
of the Vox Machina anime. when it starts
Yep.
in the bar and they're just causing trouble and shit. And
I would
throwing
love
up
to
everywhere.
see Sam Riegel turned into Scanlan. Like, I would love to see that. To see him shrunk down.
That would be hilarious. That would be good.
Yep.
That
so-
would be good. All right. So is anybody going to see the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I actually just came
Is
from that
some.
movie.
You son of a bitch.
I did. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's a good movie. I do have I have a favorite character from the movie just immediately.
Is it Toad?
No, it's not Toad, but Toad was pretty cool. I think I like Toad better from the old Super Mario Brothers show. I like him. I like that version better.
Yes,
but still,
that is
this
best
Toad is
Toad.
good.
Yes.
This
yes.
Toad is
just
good.
a complete
Um,
smart ass.
I will say that they do kind of take that music from the old show, and kind of incorporate it into this. It's pretty neat.
Yes.
They throw a lot of like references in there, but my favorite one is, I don't know what it exactly is called. It's like a little blue star thing.
Oh, the from Galaxy.
Yeah, and it is enthusiastically pessimistic. That's how I think I described it earlier. And I love it. Oh,
Oh man.
it's
I don't
it's
know what they're
I do want to go
called,
see
but-
John Wick. I have not seen that, so
I've not seen anything but the first John Wick. I've not seen John Wick 2 or 3.
2's pretty good. 3 gets a little weird. Not
I've
as
heard the
good
same
as
thing
the
about
other
4.
two.
I've heard 4 gets out there a little bit. I don't know if it goes Fast and Furious out there, but it goes.
I've
goes
heard
out
fan
there.
theories that John Wick is like inside the Matrix. Like it's
I've heard that too. Yeah.
yeah. And I would love it if they just came out and said, "Yeah, this is Neo."
It's
and
the
just-
Matrix. Yeah.
It would make so
That'd
much more
probably-
sense.
It would probably be better than the last Matrix movie.
Yes, that was horrible, and they had
That's
Neil
what
Patrick
I've heard.
Harris
I've
in
not
it.
been brave enough to watch it.
Oh
But
my
everybody's
god,
like,
it's
it
so
is
bad.
dirt trash. All right. So here's another topic. Then I'll let everybody else say topics and stuff. But I wanted to get this out there to the audience because I know there's people in the audience that have seen the effects and have paid the price because of this. And for that, I apologize. But okay, theoretical, gentlemen, chat, join in too. All right. So you are sitting down, you comfy chair, playing a game with your buddy.
hmm
You know, let's say theoretically, all right, that buddy is on vacation and you are not. But he's got things he needs to do, so you help him. You help him. And every night that you help him, it goes on a little bit longer than what it does. And of course, you're having fun, so you don't want to stop. You're with your buddy, right? You don't want to stop. Okay.
Mhm.
And then finally, in the ending night, you get 2 hours sleep because your buddy keeps you up till almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to go to work the next day. Discuss.
First
Don't you
off-
roll away, Disney. Get back over here. Don't you dare roll away.
First
See,
off, why do you hide
chat
behind me?
knows. Chat knows. See, if you look in chat, there's a witness to the effects that this has on people.
And secondly, I didn't know he was on vacation. But that pisses me off too, because I messaged both of y'all last night and he not once responded to me. Not once.
He probably didn't have Discord even pulled up.
It was showing he was green. He was in Discord chat with you. He had to have Discord pulled up.
I
mean,
did
maybe he had
message
it
back
minimized.
once. There.
See, now you know who cares about you the most, Buck.
Oh, I know. I already knew.
I mean,
all
I
I'm
I-
saying.
I went and visited him twice. I mean, once at a Comic-Con. So
You can't count that as visiting him. You both happened to be in the same place. And it wasn't even on accident.
I mean, we did go out to eat.
we'd be on time anyway. Thanks, chat. Sticking up for me there. No, I appreciate Clan Diesel's help because otherwise I wouldn't know what to do in Destiny 2 because the game does not tell you what to do. It's
But-
just here's
true.
some stuff.
But
Go do it.
we can't use the validation or the accreditation of the last person in chat that talked because they can't stay connected to Destiny long enough to truly aid anyone. I've been in comms listening to this while trying to run a dungeon. That's
Hear
right.
that, Baker?
I called
Look,
you out, Baker.
You stick up for them and then they knock you down.
Luckily, I had the cloaking, so I was able to stay alive. And he got reconnected because he was the highest power level in the group. So we
John
needed his
Cena
damage.
out of it.
That's my character. Why don't they have that emote?
I don't know. They need to. Just pay a little money and get the song and everything. So when you do the emote, it pays the money. Or at least when you start doing it, it says, "Oh my God, it's John Cena." I would pay real money. He's dead now and we can't ever have it, but I would have paid real money to have that emote and the song happen. And instead of it being the announcer saying, "Oh my God, it's John Cena," it'd be Zavala. I also would have paid real money to have a some kind of emote from Firefly when Cade was around.
Yeah.
We just can't have nice things. See,
I
chat.
mean,
See, look at that. It's rough tonight. See, chat is picking up
We do-
on this energy we're bringing.
Destiny's all about space magic and stuff. And we could have had just Serenity fly in, you know, because they're space cowboys.
Exactly. Why can't my ship in Destiny be Serenity? It's like that TikTok I saw the other day.
Kind of money.
Where it was these people talking about
money.
Star Wars, and the guy goes, "What if Star Wars, but it's a Western?" And then it switched to the lady that played Kaylee on the show, and she goes, "We did that. it was called Firefly, and then the movie Serenity, we did that. Space Western, we did that." Also, chat, if you don't know, this is your 800th reminder to please go watch Firefly and the movie Serenity. You'll be glad.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 13 episodes, chat. You got the time. There's somebody I'm telling in chat right now, they've got the time. It's only 13 episodes. You can commit to it. If not, I know what we're watching when I get back to work. Don't you raise your voice to me. Remember, junior, not senior.
So you're middle management.
I'm not even management.
Oh well.
I'm head shit star.
Oh yeah. I'd believe that.
Exactly. All right. Who else got something to talk about? Want to talk about Destiny? We've been doing that a lot lately.
I got my my board to mod my N64. So and you want to see it happen. So I have to bring it, and we'll have to do it like one evening or something there.
Nice. I like it.
It's just like I think there's like maybe 8 solder points. That's it.
I've never soldered anything yet. I really want to try. And I'm more than willing to try on your Nintendo 64.
I'm sure you would, yes.
Yes.
So I've been debating on if I get an opportunity with what's coming up stream wise, if I should attempt to paint this.
Ooh, that would be good.
That would be cool.
I am very, very, and always have been impressed by people that can do stuff like that, that can do art in general, because I cannot at all. My brain and stuff is not made that way. I couldn't draw myself out of a wet paper bag. That is the truth. I have no art. The closest artistic talent I've got is I can sometimes make people laugh and I can play a trombone. That's it. And you know how many times people call upon somebody to play a trombone? Not a lot.
Well, I mean,
Just
you'll see my
saying.
mini paintings. I don't know if I should do it on stream.
I want Buck to paint an entire Warhammer army. Like,
I have a lot of Warhammer models I
like
can paint.
I want a whole freaking army of Necrons or something. Just
I don't do Necrons. I have Night Haunt I could do. I have Dark Angels I could do. I've
I
got
forget
some,
which army it is that Superman does,
uh
but he's really big into Warhammer.
oh yeah.
Well,
He's
former
way-
Superman
Yeah.
and also former Geralt, which
Yes.
sucks.
Henry Cavill.
It's Henry Cavill, alpha nerd himself.
But I've got a buttload of Night Haunt, which is the Age of Sigmar, which replaced Fantasy Warhammer. I've got High Elves in the closet behind me in a toolbox that I could paint. And then I've got Dark Angel for 40K. So I've got three.
Wasn't that a
sets of
show
armies.
also with Jessica Alba,
What?
Dark Angel?
Could be.
Maybe.
I believe it.
But the Dark Angels are the set of Space Marines that are hell bent on killing all the heretics and chaos and demons. 40Ks.
That's true. You want to play something dark, 40K. Dark. Things are not good.
And I may potentially, if they kick it off, Judgy DM as Warhammer tabletop.
Oh yeah.
He's
In
been
his free
kicking my
time.
brain a lot about free time.
When he's
lot
not
about
running 8 D&D campaigns.
the Warhammer universe, and I've been sending them a lot of lore and backstory, the different legions, because there's a lot of them, and the Primarchs and how all that stuff works.
Yep.
And
My nephew that played Valheim with us is very big into Warhammer. That is his thing.
but I also have Space Wolves I can paint. I've got some Grey Knights I can paint, which Grey Knights are cool. They look like medieval knights of the Warhammer universe, so they actually look like they're in like Knight's Tale armor, or
Yeah.
King Arthur's age. Like
Yeah.
those, that armor looks amazing.
I bet it does.
I just, until I got this chair and this desk, I couldn't really paint because I was having to stay in this kind of position and paint, and my back would give out on me. And I didn't want to paint on stream because nobody wants to see me paint and then have to like lean back and stretch my back out for 30 minutes to be able to get back up and paint for like another hour and then stretch back out, because who wants to see a stream of the camera pointing down at the table that my painting's on for 30 minutes of me doing nothing? So there was no way I wanted to get into that until I could physically,
Yeah.
be able
Yeah.
to sit here and actually do it without suffering through not being able to function. But now I've kind of got a workspace. I would just have to move my computer to the side over here so that I'd have the whole workspace and then just angle the camera down.
Yeah.
Or get my tripod and put my phone on it and have that as my camera to the paint and camera looking at me so I can do both. Since I have all the fancy equipment now.
He's super fancy, chat. He got all the shit.
The only problem with this tower, though, is right here. When they 3D printed this,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, there's a lip.
Yep, I see the lip.
When the dice come in, they sometimes hang right here and don't actually come out because it rolls back. So I have to like stick my finger in here and pull the dice out. Well, that doesn't help matters. So I've got to get my Dremel out and Dremel this down to make it smoother so the dice actually has a place to roll instead of, reclining back into the tower.
Listen, your dice is just trying to be comfortable.
I understand what they're trying to do, but it doesn't function
It's
as
just
an
trying to be
as an
comfortable.
actual working tower if it doesn't roll all the way out to the tray.
I mean, I'll give you that one. True.
But if I'm playing in Diz's campaign, it's my other tower that I'm using anyways because that sucker is nat 20 heavy.
I want a 3D printed dice roller that is the Sega Tower of Power. So it's a Genesis on the bottom with a Sega CD attached to it and then the 32X plugged into it. That's what I want.
How about we just get you an N64
I already got one of those.
as a dice roller?
That might as well be. That piece of shit. You want to know what I think about consoles? I'll tell you. Just throw them out at me and I'll tell you. All right.
But see, about the con you're talking about, that dice tower I got. Diz watched me roll a nat 20 on that thing, but I rolled 2 at this con. And I had to buy this tower because if you roll 2 nat 20s out of the same tower, you can't leave the tower.
That's true. It's kind of the universe telling you that you have to purchase it.
Because there's some mojo coming out of that tower.
That's true. Mojo, like Austin Powers.
And so I figure, if that mojo coincides with these,
Oh, yeah.
then JD is shooting for death.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that, Zach. He's going to print me a weighted D20. Nice. I like it. I need that. We'll talk later.
I mean, it's fine. Diz has got one too. I've seen him use it.
Oh, natural 20. No, that's a natural 19 though.
Oh, see?
Diz is there like, I'm sure it's all perfectly legal.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's like that gold 20 Diz saw online that all sides are 20.
There you go. I mean, if you pay the money to get a gold dice, I mean, it should be like, okay, you get a 20 on it. It should do something, right?
I feel like there's other people that I know have dice like that. That they don't have anything less than a 16 on.
Higher.
I was giving them a benefit of the doubt, Clan.
Oh man.
But maybe next time you can go to a con and we can all meet up.
I'm hoping next time.
We could do a panel.
exactly. That's my
Okay.
ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is for us to be able to do a panel at Lexington Comic Con. If we can get that, either that or we start our own con and we have our own panel at our own con because we're running it so we can have a panel.
People would come and be like, I don't know what to ask you because I don't know who you are.
Hey, y'all got hot dogs? I heard there's free hot dogs if we came to this thing.
At which point, I would grab a launcher from beside the chair and you hear,
Ooh, hot dog launcher.
and there goes a hot dog.
Nice.
Wow.
The Sonic the Hedgehog
I'll-
chili dog launcher.
I'll front the bill. Well, I didn't say anything about chili. That's way extra. But I'll front the bill for a hot dog launcher.
Nice. You heard it here, chat. Buck will send his wiener straight to you.
You better get ready for a foot long. I'm just saying.
Damn. Them ballpark Franks. Speaking of wieners, anybody else got a topic?
I mean,
What about you,
Speaking-
chat?
speaking
Mama
about
Dis.
wieners.
Mama Dis gave us 3 topics. What about you, chat? What topics would you like to hear us talk about in this Name That Topic episode of Three Old Men? Because we've been talking about a lot of stuff, different things. What would you like to talk about? There's 6 active chatters and a couple more lurkers hanging around, which we love lurkers. That's fine. Don't have to say anything. Just watch. But if anybody's in chat and would like to think of a topic, go ahead. Share amongst yourselves and us. Oh, here's the thing. I know that we three, the 3 hosts, care about. I don't know if chat cares about it or not, but the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters are finally coming to console. So it's coming for PS4 and Switch. Damn it, Mason.
Hold on, we gotta get Buck's take on this. Buck,
Okay, yeah, we got to get. But
do you
yes,
like
okay.
biscuits and gravy?
Yes,
Okay.
Who doesn't?
Do you like jelly?
depends.
Okay, think of the jelly you like.
Any jelly that you like?
Any jelly, grape,
Strawberry,
whatever.
Concord grape.
I mean, I usually go for preserves more than jelly.
Okay,
Preserves.
jelly or jelly-like
Similar.
substances.
Okay.
We'll do the same.
Similar.
Yeah, I don't really know the difference.
Would you combine that with your biscuits and
Biscuits and
gravy and
gravy.
eat it?
No.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Marmalade for Regan.
Okay, all right. Okay, here's a question. Okay, here, Independence Rican. Not calling you out or nothing, but you are originally from the Northeast, but have migrated to the great state of Texas.
Immediately called it.
What are your thoughts on biscuits and gravy? 2, as a follow-up, what are your thoughts about adding jelly or jelly-like substances to said biscuits and gravy?
And also, I wouldn't really put jelly or preserves on sausage, and I put sausage in my gravy.
Biscuits and gravy is the best thing in the world. Exactly. They are. We all agree. Except for maybe Mystified. I don't know Mystified's stance on biscuits and gravy, but she usually doesn't like things like that. I'm thinking.
You got to put sausage in it too.
Well, I mean, yeah. You gotta okay. Well, she likes it good. All right, good. Okay. But respectfully, you can't add jelly to exactly. You can't add jelly to biscuits and gravy. You can't do it. It's denied by admin.
I mean, next that person's gonna say that you got to put like molasses in with biscuits and gravy. That ain't happening neither.
No. Listen. The only thing I would say that you can add to a sausage biscuit to make it good.
Mustard.
And I know this is going to freak everybody. Yes, this man gets it.
I'm
Which
okay
you
with
can
the jelly on the sausage biscuit. I like when I was younger, I would just eat jelly on biscuits. You know, a jelly biscuit. You know,
Exactly. It has to be sausage, right? It's sausage gravy,
It-
definitely.
You can add cheese.
You can put
to that
sausage on there.
sausage and biscuit and
You could-
mustard.
you could, yeah. I could eat
Yep,
mustard
listen.
or sausage or jelly on it. I could.
Listen,
Hey, I go one step further. You could put mustard on it and jelly on it, and I'd probably eat it
No,
because I don't care. I just
you
don't
get
care.
you get the
I don't
fuck out
care.
of here right now.
I don't care.
no,
You get the fuck out of here right now.
no, no.
Say what you want to about any other topic that we cover on this show. But don't you dare besmirch the good goddamn name of biscuits and gravy.
I'm not saying biscuit. I'm saying a sausage biscuit.
But you're besmirching it with jelly and stuff. Don't keep doing it.
He's saying that he
Jelly's
mustard.
fun.
He's saying he'd mix mustard and jelly on a sausage biscuit.
No!
Plan.
Hell, I'd put some pineapple on there.
Pineapple.
God bless it.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Plan. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to send me the coordinates to Diz's house. But I need you to get Nolan and Mama Diz out of there first.
Yes, we're calling in a strike, Chad.
I've got buddies
Exactly.
on the East
Buck
Coast.
knows the guy. Somewhere in the Arctic Circle, there's a missile spinning up right now. And on the top of it is a photo of Diz's face.
Because there's some shit needs to be addressed right now.
Exactly. Listen,
As I get
here's-
older, I really don't care about the taste of the food. I just
Hold
need to
on.
eat so I can go on to the next
Hold on.
activity.
Don't try to save him, Misty. He has done this to himself.
Well, now see, he can run all he wants. I just don't want those two in his vicinity because the missile that's getting sent, as long as it gets within 5 miles of him, is going to make contact because it can be altered in route.
Listen,
I agree with
just need
Regan.
him.
I have the better old man status here because I don't care the flavor of anything.
jeez, oh, babe.
I'll just eat it. Oh, it's pizza. Oh, it has marshmallows on it. Sure, I'll eat that. Whatever.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Where did we go wrong? Buy
Hey,
his
I-
book, send him to school.
I
This is
eat-
what we get.
I ate a frozen pizza once. It was frozen pizza. It was like had barbecue sauce on it. Pretty sure it was just ketchup.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, you're right, Rob. Bob. Jelly doesn't belong in biscuits and gravy. You're correct. We should stop listening to the Smuckers, man. He's got stock in Smuckers. Okay, listen. As far as biscuits and gravy, sausage biscuit, you can add cheese. Yes, that's fine. You can add mustard. That's fine. I call it the Kevin Bolton.
Can add jelly to it.
Biscuits and gravy, you can add one of two things to biscuits and gravy. Okay. Sausage is in it by default. Let's not even pretend. All right. Sausage is in it by default. Okay. So the only two things that I think that are acceptable, and Buck, you may agree with me, I think, with this. Because you're
We'll see.
a finely cultured man of Appalachia yourself.
Southern gentleman, sir.
Yes, a Southern gentleman. So these are the two things. One, you can add mustard to your biscuits and gravy.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe depends.
Okay. All right. Number two, tomato slice.
That's
Think about it.
That's a long stretch there.
I'm telling you.
But you left out something major.
Is that called a San Francisco?
You
sausage
left out
biscuit?
something major that can be added though.
No, I mean, there's a joke I want to make here and I can't.
That sounds
I
like
just
some
wanna-
West Coast
And
stuff.
I just want to tell you this from the bottom of my, fuck you for teeing up and me not being able to complete the joke.
Now you left out a good one though, plan that can be added to this.
Okay,
Scrambled
go for it.
eggs,
What?
biscuits and gravy.
I don't like my food. I don't like.
Oh,
my
you're
food
saying
mixing.
you're saying tomato in the biscuits and gravy, not on a
think-
sausage biscuit.
No, in the biscuits and gravy, the tomato,
Okay.
not on a sausage biscuit. No. I'm
Why
not.
don't you just put
a-
salsa in there? Can you just put salsa in?
You can put salsa in there.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can.
I'm pushing
I
his
don't know.
limit. Okay.
I just can't. I can't do it. One of those things does not go with the other. All
See,
right?
I'm not really a breakfast person. I would just rather sleep through breakfast and get up and eat lunch.
No, I will accept
Personally.
salsa in huevos rancheros.
Let's see, Clan just upset me with what he said.
With the tomato?
That no, when I mentioned the eggs.
Oh, the eggs.
Oh, did I say it wrong? Did you not like
So,
me saying?
oh, Buck,
huevos?
let me explain
He
something.
said,
Okay.
He said,
Him-
I don't like when my food.
Yeah, he doesn't like the food
touches.
to touch. Yeah.
Okay, so gravy,
I did have the chicken fajitas from McDonald's in the 90s.
Biscuits.
Yes.
Yes,
they touch.
they do.
Yeah,
touch.
but you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're not eating them as
There's some
separate
rules here.
things. It's one food. They're one.
There's
It's
rules.
one food item. There are rules. It's one food item.
But you can put gravy on eggs.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. That's wrong.
You can put jelly on eggs.
No,
Ew!
no, you
Stop
fucking
it
can't.
with your mouth, sinner.
All right, hang on. Let's see, where's my app?
This is the sign of the apocalypse.
Where's my app? Okay.
I don't
Hey,
like
listen.
I don't like to eat eggs. So
Listen, Mystified, don't think I didn't see your comment about pineapple. Because I bet it's
Jelly's too
about
much.
pizza.
But tomato is okay. Oh,
Yes, tomato is okay. And if you don't believe me, I will go and dig up my grandfather and he can tell you. I may dabble in the necromancy a little bit. I can reunite families as long as they're buried close together.
this is very controversial. This jelly topic.
That's right. I know
What-
you're still in
what-
chat. I know you're there. And I know that you made that specifically about my stance on pineapple on
Let's-
pizza.
Let's look at it from a different angle. What
All right.
is okay to put jelly on?
I like
Oh.
mixing jelly, grape jelly,
Uh-huh.
with butter, mixing that up, putting that on a biscuit.
I could eat that. Yeah. Is that the only thing?
Apparently, you can eat anything. You just don't give a damn anymore.
No. See, I can't eat beans for some reason. Beans, they nauseate me. I don't know what it is. I'm allergic to them or something. I have no idea. And
Freaking-
I don't like eggs, like scrambled eggs or just eating eggs.
I like scrambled eggs and I like over medium eggs. I like the yellow
But-
still running.
Besides that, I can eat anything. And Regan brings up Tommy Toe. Tommy Toe tomatoes, like, give me blisters. Like, I don't know, something about those. I can eat
Yep.
them. They taste okay.
My nieces
Uh,
were all allergic to tomatoes when they were younger, and then they grew out of it.
What is a tomato burger? Is it just
Yeah,
you take the
that's
meat
what I
off
was
and you
gonna
put a
ask.
tomato on there?
Because Regan, I
mean-
know I saw a tweet that you were eating tofu burgers the other day. That you were getting into tofu, but I've never heard. I'm like this. I've never heard of a tomato burger.
Great.
I'll be honest with you, Regan. It sounds like the most un-Texan thing I've ever heard.
Also, is it okay to put gravy on your hamburger?
No, but it is okay to put an egg.
Apparently, yeah. So
To be fair, chat, just so that you know, okay,
you replace the
I have one
buns.
for 30
Beef
cup
steak.
beefsteak tomatoes. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
I'd be
it
okay
gets
with
all
it.
wet.
it would probably blister my mouth of all the tomato, but I
like
could probably
my
eat it.
tomatoes with salt. I prefer yellow tomatoes. If I'm eating them by themselves, yellow tomatoes.
But
to go red tomatoes.
I'm with you, Clan. it's just the messiness of it would be
Yeah,
too
the
much.
messiness of it would be a
Maybe-
turn off for me.
Yeah, just that's why I like the bun. That's like, you know, you're not having to grab
Exactly.
just
Chat.
wetness, I guess.
I like nice, dry, toasty buns.
Has anyone ever ate a grapefruit with no sugar? Not sure it's possible. I have had a spoonful of grapefruit without sugar.
I have never eaten a grapefruit.
Chat says, but jelly is good with eggs, so jelly on an egg
No,
on a
I
burger.
swear to God, we're going to ban him. I swear to God.
Hmm.
We got to get we got to get Animation help, chat. We've got to get him help. Somebody, please, give us contact information to someone who can help in this.
I mean, it doesn't affect me as much because I like the sweet and savory combination of things, more so than Glenn Diesel, because I don't think he likes it at all.
What?
Sweet and savory, combining them. And I'm not sure
some
Buck's
things-
stance on pineapple on pizza. So,
What do you think about pineapple on pizza, Buck? You're a world
oh, he's got a
traveler.
call.
Got a
He's-
call.
he's
I
making
don't
a
have
call.
I'm making.
He's
a call.
calling in the airstrike.
Oh, he's calling. Good. Thank you, Buck.
I told you I'm done with this shit.
That's a good question. We need Buck's opinion. He's a world traveler.
I have
So
traveled
he
the
will
world.
know.
And
Exactly.
I'm about
I
to send
know.
somebody else has traveled the world to send in
Buck.
some long distance relations.
Exactly. Buck has traveled the world from Berlin to Belize. He'll take you for a ride on this long boat from China. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
That is NDA'd information and is top secret classified above your pay grade.
Rob Bob
Exactly.
says jelly is only good on toast and like bread-like substances. Like
That is
probably
true.
biscuits.
That is true. That is the okay. And in full disclosure, chat, one time we went to this a restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee called Stock and Barrel. Right? Is that what it's called?
Stock and barrel.
And I ate a burger, but on the burger was like bacon and jalapenos and jelly. This was with me. Zach was with me. It was actually good.
Yeah.
The flavor combination worked on that.
Rob
But
Bob, I think Rob Bob's saying that you can put jelly on cheesecake.
no, you can't put jelly on cheesecake. No. I don't even like fruit on my cheesecake. Just give me a plain white piece of cheesecake. That's all I want. You don't have to be fancy. Although I will
Oh,
say this: the
cheesecake
best cheesecake,
elitist over here.
the best cheesecake is pumpkin cheesecake.
Cheesecake purist.
That's right. There is bacon jam. Yeah, I've never had it, but I do know that is a thing.
Bacon jam.
All right. So what opinion am I supposed to be weighing in on?
Thoughts? Pineapple on pizza. Go.
Depends on how the pizza's made.
Ooh.
Because if you go to Hawaii,
Mhm.
there's a certain way that the natives there prepare a pizza that the pineapple is primary staple of the pizza, and it's not exactly a pizza per se the way you would think of one here, but just getting like a Pizza Hut pineapple pizza, hell no.
I agree.
Interesting.
Because
You don't
if you're
mind
gonna
you don't
get-
mind the sweet with the savory. It's just you don't like
Well-
it on traditional pizza.
Well, the problem is what they do here
Mhm.
is they take a can of pineapples,
Right.
strain it, and then throw it on the pizza. And that's not how you should be fixing it.
Have you
Because
ever?
you didn't prep the pineapple.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of your pizza joints. Like they use processed foods and stuff like that. So.
Right. And so the pineapple's not prepared properly, so it makes the pizza not taste like it's supposed to. So the way that most pizza places here make it, no. Now you go to Hawaii and get it made the right way, I'll eat that pineapple pizza. But
Interesting.
not in the 48 connecting continental states. No.
Chad is having their own conversation over there. So
That's right.
Starry
Also, Regan,
drink.
I did see that. I did see that was the case. Yes. That there was an influencer that had the name Sierra Mist, and they had trademarked it before Pepsi trademarked Sierra Mist.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, I'd have probably sold it to Pepsi.
Yeah. Like, hey, how much you want for Sierra Mist? That's Starry and not Misty.
A new flavor too. 7-Up was kind of, yeah. 7-Up had a weird flavor to it.
That's true. But can we
It
all
was
agree
just-
that the best Sprite is at McDonald's?
Sure.
Listen, you killing
I mean, it all tastes the same.
No, it doesn't.
I'd say the best Sprite comes out of a glass bottle.
I do miss pop from the bottle. Or do you say soda? Is it soda or pop or
It's Coke.
soda pop?
Everything's Coke.
If you're in the far south, it is Coke. Everything's Coke.
What about Mountain Dew?
It's still
It's a
Coke.
Coke? Coke. They, well, what kind of Coke you want? You want a Pepsi? Okay, I will get a Pepsi for Coke. I've always been raised, and we always called it pop.
Yeah.
I go
Which
in a
is weird.
restaurant and I go, "What kind of Coke you got?" And they go, "We have Pepsi product." That's not what I asked you.
Is
used to work
Pepsi
with a
okay?
lady. Yeah. I used to work with a lady who was from Louisiana, and she would talk about it all the time. She's like, "No, we call them Cokes. They're all Cokes." Like, but you're wrong. Their name is not Coke.
All right.
You know
Jelly
how many
in
people?
your Coke.
You know how
Is
many
that
people
okay?
from Jesus, brother. I'm almost dead serious about calling this motherfucker
Please,
now.
please call in an airstrike, please.
Jesus.
Quick. There is no time.
Well, I don't want collateral damage.
That's one in chat to get Mike blown off the face of the earth. We got a one.
One.
Mom Diz, if you're listening, I need you to get Nolan and run.
Quick, churn jelly in my ass.
Oh, that's a sound bite I'm going to be pulling later.
Oh gosh. To be fair though, whatever we're doing is working. We've got the most viewers we've had in a while. So this is working.
Potpourri
We
works.
gotta keep doing it. Yep. Yep. You've started a revolution. Yep. And
So
tomorrow
everybody likes
we're-
when I antagonize you two.
apparently, you know, it's like controversy creates cash, right?
Jelly
Vince,
equals you.
Vince fears jail. Speaking of Vince, here's a topic here. I don't know if anybody
Oh my God.
does it, but Regan, I'm sure you do. What the hell's up with Vince McMahon's hair and mustache? It's scary.
I mean,
What the hell?
He's just
He's-
letting everything go. Just like
He's
you
an
know,
old dude.
wrestling go to UFC, and he's letting the hair go and letting the mustache go.
Yep, Vince McMahon NASCAR driver. Yep. But
We
to
have
be
to
fair,
play
he-
that.
He also is a country music singer.
Oh my god!
We're gonna have Rob Bob on a special episode where we quiz him on if it is a
Yep.
country music star or a NASCAR
Or a
driver.
NASCAR driver. It's our favorite game.
I mean,
And if he wins, he'll get a box of rice.
I want to play that again on
That's
retro. I'm out of Rice-A-Roni.
You know what that means? Buck's out of Rice-A-Roni, so it's time for Super Retro Quiz Show Extreme. You're right. It does look like a caterpillar died and dried up on his lip. It's the truth. It is scary.
Buck, we will do that as soon as we finish Majora's Mask. So.
Oh well, God.
Well, then we're never doing
I'm
it.
gonna starve. I ain't got no Rice-A-Roni.
Jesus. Yep, we're sorry, Buck.
It's all right.
NASCAR
Hey, Glenn,
driver.
you know why y'all won't finish Majora's Mask? Because Diz ain't gonna make it to the next retro.
That's true. He's gonna be taken out.
He's gonna become the one thing he's been talking about all night long. He's gonna become Jelly.
We'll say, what about this jelly?
Then you guys
on
can
your
eat me
sausage
with
gravy?
your.
But then it's weird.
You can eat me on your jelly
We're going
sausage
to the same
gravy
place.
biscuits.
Stop that. Just put it in a jar. We'll have his face on it and say, "You just got dizzed on."
Oh my god! If we ever get famous, then we're gonna have products like that.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Yes. If we ever get famous, one day we're doing this on a live table, and so help me, I'm wearing a bikini top and booty shorts.
So you're gonna wear the Tifa outfit?
Yes, I'm wearing the Tifa outfit. By the way, Chad, if you want a free preview of my OF page, go to NerdTube and look up the episode where I dressed up as Tifa, because I'm pretty sure I showed everything that night.
Yep.
However, I have been told it's quite impressive.
And I dress up as Cloud's out of shape uncle.
So Clan, we did discuss that if we go to a con next time and you're able to make it, you
The
gotta
back of
come
my
as
head
Steve
hurts from laughing.
Diz goes as Cloud, and then I either got to go as Sid or Vincent.
I like it. Yes.
But you said Vincent would be hard because it would be the trench coat or whatever.
Yeah, I would probably
The
die.
big
'cause I'd
overcoat.
sweat
You
so
would
much.
burn the
and
you
then
would
I just-
die. You would overheat, definitely.
I definitely
We'd have to
couldn't go as-
mount a fan in your hair
I definitely
so that it
couldn't
blows
go
the
as
heat out.
So, somebody walking in front of me with a fan so it blows his hair back off.
definitely couldn't go as Red
Oh.
13 because I would die.
Yes, that's true.
I guess I could go as Kate Sith and be in that suit.
Oh my
and then just
gosh.
be fully inflated the whole time with that air just flowing around me. Then I wouldn't overheat.
Yeah, but to get out of it, you got to do like Ace Ventura when he crawled out of that robotic rhino.
I saw that scene on the TV the other day. I stopped and made no one watch it.
So you're saying I have to be naked inside the suit?
So when do you start paying for therapy? That's what I want to know. I want to know how much is your kids' therapy. It's also we're also launching an album.
Aren't we all naked under what we wear? It's true. It's true.
Yes, I'll be honest with you. Below my man boobs, I'm completely naked.
I'm not.
I don't think that's what he meant, but okay.
I'm not.
Guess it's a
I'm-
little
I've got
warm in that
I've
room.
Got too much. I've got too
It's
much
a
hair.
little warm, little sweaty. Mom spaghetti.
I have too much hair.
Let's see. All right. After all those comments, how many viewers?
Just one. Probably Mama Diz running with me.
Probably. I mean, I can't blame her on that one.
I mean, I did tell her to run.
If you hear a whistle,
Do you hear that? It's probably just the wind. It's not the wind.
that is but this time it was the wind. That was a good Destiny joke we made last night.
I said, Regan, you'll appreciate this one. I said, I found a new gun or something. I said, a new favorite pulse rifle. And I said, this time it is the wind. It's the autumn
It's
wind.
an autumn wind. I can't get a good one of those. Every one I got, I had 15 of them.
Yep. I got an autumn wind with head seeker. So
nice. I dated a girl like that in high school.
So that's where all the hair went.
Thank you. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my farewell performance. What's going on, chat? We've delved into a lot of stuff tonight.
Oh.
Hope you've been enjoying yourselves, because I have been
Push
enjoying
the
myself.
limits of everybody here.
That's true. That's true. Is anybody feeling a little overwhelmed?
Also, if you weren't here a little while ago in the beginning, I have a new hat. See? Here's the old
He
hat.
does have a new hat. And it's a tour hat.
It's a new
It's
hat.
the only
Here's
it's the only hat he's allowed to wear, Chad. I'll be honest with you. If he shows up in another hat, it freaks me out. I don't like it. Like it's not real Diz.
I feel like that's what happened at the con too. I was not wearing this.
He changed his
Yeah,
hat.
see, if you were wearing a different hat, I'd be like, no, it's not real Buck.
Diz even told Mama Diz, he's like, look, she's like, I don't even know if I'll recognize Buck. He said, just look for a guy a little taller than the rest of us, and he's wearing a camouflage hat. I was not wearing the camouflage hat. She turned around, she goes, he's not wearing that hat.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I was wearing one of my naval hats. Because when I go out public places, I rep my veteran stuff because usually I get discounts.
There you go.
Because
As well
big
you
public-
should.
As in big public forums like that, vets usually do get a little bit of treatment.
Buck, I've never asked you this. Were you on the, or did you ever get a chance to be on the Enterprise?
No.
Damn it. Were you
think
ever in
that was a
Hunt
sub.
Red Oct? No, the Enterprise is aircraft carrier.
We did
But I'm a
war
Star Trek
games.
fan, so
We did war games against
Yeah.
the Enterprise.
Yep. So we need to talk about that. Hang on a second. So Plain Diesel identifies as a Trekkie.
yep, very true. I was a Trekkie before I liked Star Wars. 100%.
I watched Star Trek: The Next Generation and enjoyed it, but I grew up on Star Wars on TBS.
Like everybody did our age. That's the only place you could watch it.
And it came on every holiday.
Yes,
It did.
Yes, it's Christmas time for 24 hours of the Star War.
And you had to be dedicated because it just came on TV. There was no pausing it. There was no rewinding it.
There was Star Wars for like 20 minutes and then a commercial for Colonial Penn and then more Star Wars.
Yeah, that's when you went to the kitchen and the bathroom and then came back.
Exactly.
And-
So some people around a table talking about their dead neighbor and then Ed McMahon showed up. It's like, have you thought about insurance? Ah!
and you had to alternate
Ed
who went to
McMahon.
the bathroom.
You did.
That's
Because
true.
It's
You
like,
had to
it's
go.
like, all right, who really has to go at this break coming up?
They really
because
should
there
have
was
came
no
up with
waiting in
cool
line.
things to remind you to go to the bathroom and stuff like we'll be back to more Star Wars on TBS later. Remember, right now is a good time to go and empty your tauntaun. Which is a name for your penis. Or your bladder, I guess it could be your bladder. I don't know, if you rip open your bladder, is it warm like a tauntaun when you open it up?
It probably would be.
I mean, at least for a little while, right? No, it's a penis. Now there you go. Your tauntaun is now a penis. I have added to the lexicon.
But no, I did get to do war games against the Enterprise.
Nice. Who won?
We sank it 4 times.
You know why? Didn't have Captain Picard.
You know why? Because whoever beats the Wolf Pack. I mean, think about it. United States Submarine Service has the most sophisticated stealth technology in the world.
So, if you guys were the Wolfpack, did you paint your subs red and black like the Wolfpack NWO faction?
No.
That was a missed opportunity.
The submarine force has been known as the Wolf Pack way before the NWO.
When you guys went back to shore, did you look at each other and be like Wolfpack for life?
So, Game of Thrones actually came out a long time ago. I mean, we didn't really know about it because it was just a book, right? It wasn't a HBO TV series. But did you name the subs after the dire wolves from Game of Thrones?
No,
you could have done that. You guys could have known that.
Actually, most subs are named after sea life.
The
So it
USS
would make sense.
Well, no. If you think about it, think about it. To start with, they were named after sea life. You had like the Thresher, and you had the Bonefish.
That was a bad thing, though. You don't want to be on the Thresher.
No, you did not. But they
ended
named them after
badly.
sea life, and then they started naming them after cities. So, like USS Jacksonville, the Hampton, Corpus Christi.
Isn't there a Los
Topeka.
Angeles? Or no, there's a Los Angeles class in there.
Yeah, it's a class.
Los
Then
Angeles
you have
class.
a Seawolf class, and they named one of the subs Seawolf. I mean, how original was that one?
That means the Air Force needs to have an aircraft called the Airwolf.
Right?
Yes.
But I mean, when the submarines go out, they only become the wolf pack when there's 3 or more of them hunting together.
Because otherwise, they were their own wolf, their own lone wolf in their own wolf pack, and then he met somebody else, and then there were 2 wolves in the wolf pack, and they were good, and then he introduced him to his other friend, and then there were 3 wolves in the wolf pack, and the wolf pack was great, right? That's just the ending of that one movie, Hangover.
No.
Sounds like a song, like the acorn in the ground, and the hole in the hole, and the forest and the forest and the world. The green grass grows all around.
That's all about sex.
But you want to talk about a missed opportunity and some pissed off motherfuckers.
Makes sense now, right?
Yeah.
If you don't understand something, just say it's about sex, and then everybody understands it also.
But you want to talk about a missed opportunity and some pissed off motherfuckers. Transformers 2. Megatron is at the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he should have been a submarine.
Hold on. There's a submarine patrolling the waters. That submarine is the USS Topeka. That submarine was supposed to be the USS Hampton, the same submarine that I drive when I was in. We were scheduled to go on deployment 1 month after that filming was supposed to end. The captain informed the director, we don't want this position in the film because I don't want the guys to go through that and then deploy a month later. So they gave it to the Topeka. I'm like, you motherfucker, you should have asked us if we wanted it or not. Because I could have been in that movie.
That would have been cool. Also, though, I think cities that are landlocked should be disqualified from being a submarine. Because let's face it, the submarine Topeka is the closest that Topeka has ever been to the ocean.
But then, you've got aircraft carriers like the Shitty Kitty, aka the USS Kitty Hawk. They get
That sounds like a
sunk.
stripper name.
They get sunk all the time.
What?
In war?
They should have. If that's the case, Regan, they should have named the sub the Inquisition, the Spanish Inquisition.
That's what, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. That would be a name. They should let us name stuff. We're way better at it. Just saying. You know, if they wanted to name a weapon system after something that would just scare the shit out of everybody, they should just call it the lawn dart.
Oh God.
Exactly.
You
He
know
was
what they-
killing somebody. Don't know who, but somebody's dead.
You know, when I reported to my first submarine, I get down to the torpedo room and they're showing me around. They point at the weapons launch console, but they don't call it the weapons launch console. They look at it, they point, and they're like, "That's the black wall of death." I was like, "Okay." They're like, "That doesn't phase you?" I was like, "It has 12 Tomahawk cruise missiles and 4 torpedo tubes. Control panel." I was like, "I would call that the black wall of death too, because all that's doing is putting warheads on foreheads." I could understand
true.
why you call it the black wall of death.
Part of the unhealth care system.
Yes. I get the reference. I was like, why would that phase
Yeah.
me? I was like, I signed up for this job.
Nothing but billions of dollars of meat to miss technology.
Pretty much. But I mean, you know, I miss my job.
Well, I was at my job today, so hopefully my job misses me. Because I'm fine with being away with for a little bit.
I mean, Diz clearly didn't miss his job because he slept till noon.
Yeah, asshole. Some of us had to help you get keys
Till like
From the
3:30 in the
fucking-
morning, and then he
from-
sleeps till noon.
from the fucking overload terminal thing for you quest, and then had to get back up again at 7:30 because I just slept through the first 30 minutes of my alarm.
We had fun.
We did have fun. I'm just saying, I want to apologize now to somebody in chat. May have been a little loopy today.
Oh, Clint, I had to get a new phone this week.
I remember that. Yeah, you had to upgrade your phone.
Yeah. And now I get to have Spotify as my alarm wake up call when I set alarms on my phone.
Bless it, Mason. So help me God.
What did you get? Is it a taco?
Does it when you turn your phone on? Does it go Freud?
No. But I do get to listen to Danger Zone when one of my alarms goes off,
Good song.
and then
One
Crazy
of my
Train
personal faves.
right after that.
I like Danger Zone better than Crazy Train. I'll be honest with you.
Taco
but think
and
about
a
it.
grilled
You're-
cheese burrito.
You're in a
Mhm.
deep sleep,
Okay,
and all of a sudden you hear a scream
that's true. And a
from
laugh.
Ozzy
Yeah,
Osbourne and a laugh. You're like,
yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna get up.
I'm
You're
awake.
gonna get up. That's true. That's true. But building on the words grilled cheese burrito that are in chat. Here's my problem with these grilled cheese and grilled cheese steak burritos. All right.
I love
Here
the
we go,
jalapenos
chat.
that are in them.
The jalapenos are fun. Jalapenos great. The more jalapeno, pour your jalapenos on me.
Yes, I love.
All right.
jalapenos.
That is also a sexual thing, Chad.
That would be a different video.
make it violent. But here's the thing: they are way too greasy from the big thing of cheese that are on top of them. It's way too greasy. I can't handle it. Makes me sick. Can't handle it. It's too greasy. That is true. Why is McDonald's closed?
Why are they
McDonald's-
accepting orders if they're closed?
Exactly. The McDonald's here where I live is open 24 hours.
Remember when Walmart used to be open 24 hours?
I do. But mainly they're open 20 because meth doesn't sleep. Just gonna tell you, and meth don't sleep. It's open 24 hours a day.
Cocaine bears are too.
That's true. Cocaine bears are until their heart explodes. Well, I think that's most people. Most people are open until their heart explodes.
I'd say most people don't explode their heart.
Unless
It
you're a
just
space
probably
marine,
stops.
you have 3 hearts, and then if one explodes, you're good.
I don't know about 3 hearts. I do know a guy with 2 hearts.
Mhm.
He regenerates about every 3 years or so.
Or if you're an elite from Halo, you have 2 hearts. So.
Really, they have. Hey,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Hey, you remember when Halo was good?
I do, yeah.
That's okay though, Diz. It became Destiny.
Halo 3, and then Reach came out, and you're like, it's kind of okay, but this Bloom thing sucks. And then they came out with Halo 4, and we're like, yay, Halo's back. And we're like, why am I having to press buttons so much in the game? Because they added the button press animation, and they didn't have it before. You just walked up and you press, and then you realized you press a lot of fucking buttons in Halo. They just added the animation to this one.
It's just the animation of Chief going.
Yep. In the other ones, it happened. They just didn't have the animation of it happening. You just didn't realize it. So
It's the power of the Xbox 360.
then Halo 5 came out, which was Halo 5 Dark Alliance, or
Which
whatever
was
the X-Men series. Where you get the
Halo
4-man teams.
Oh yeah, yep. Halo 5 was a lie. They hyped it up as a complete lie.
It is. It disappointed on so many levels for me. First,
And
it
then
was
Infinite-
the one you're talking about, the Locke and Chief. You square off, and Locke ends up being just a fanboy for Chief.
Are you Master Chief? Yeah. Can I have your autograph?
Just sign my helmet right here. And then we get freaking Blue Team. And it's just, I don't know. They had so many possibilities they could have done with Blue Team.
Listen,
And it's
the
just like
best
they were just
thing-
your
The best thing that happened in
co-pilots.
Halo 5 was that Buck became a Spartan
Damn right I did.
and was still Nathan Fillion. So in my head canon, Buck became a Spartan and at some point was killed, brought back as a Guardian, and became Cade 6.
Here's how Halo 5 should have ended. Okay? They should have killed off 2 members of Blue Team.
Are you going to do the
2
thing like in
members
Clerks 2,
Osiris.
where you say what should have happened, what the logical
Yes.
ending of Halo is, and then one of us blows up?
Yes. They should have killed off 2 members of Blue Team, and my suggestions would have been Fred, because he was always just the number 2 anyway. Might as well off him. And between Linda and Kelly on Blue Team, it's really hard. But I kind of like Kelly more than Linda, so Linda, the sniper, has to go. And then two members of Osiris, and I don't care which 2 it is, but they need to keep Buck at least.
Yes.
And then combine Osiris and Blue Team together into a new squad, and then had Halo 6 with that squad.
That's right.
And it would have been freaking amazing.
Blue Team and Osiris, or as I like to call them, Team Bosiris.
Osiris.
Remember when the Halo TV show was good?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. In the previews before it came out.
In an alternate universe.
You remember that time in the TV show where he tries to kill Halsey? Chief tries to kill Halsey with a flying, like, slam wrestling move.
Now I want to do the skit from Waterboy where they're like, where the guy's like, "Hey, you met time bomb
Oh my god. So bad.
Oh, Jesus. Well, exactly.
does.
Never done it in any of the games. Literally takes his helmet off. No big deal. Yeah. Huge deal. Huge deal.
They made a big thing of it the first episode, and then after that, it was just like it was off more than it was on. So,
Yep. Yeah.
and I mean, look at the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian. We don't even know who this fucker is, right? They just introduced this character called They call him the Mandalorian, which shouldn't be his fucking name because they're all Mandalorians. There's a bunch of them. So
He
we
is
just know him
the
as
Mandalorian,
the
sir.
Mandalorian, and it's some actor that we really don't know, and they keep his helmet on the entire freaking time. They do a better job of it than in the freaking TV series where the guy should
But
have
it's
kept his helmet on.
But it's important to the plot,
I mean,
right?
he
The
does,
whole
he does take
backstory
his
of the
helmet off.
character.
He does, but they make a really really big deal
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
And they
But
do give him a
in the
name.
Halo thing, in Halo they don't. They're just like
Right.
fuck it.
But I mean, they do give him a name, and then they do give him, I guess, a way of redemption to earn his Mandalorian status back,
Mm-hmm.
to retain putting his helmet back on.
Right.
And I'm like, good, because that gave us a whole reason as to why a Mandalorian is a Mandalorian. But what y'all did to Master Chief just completely fucked that up to the point nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. They changed too many things of it. I don't even know what the point of the show was.
Did you
So-
see the most recent Mandalorian?
I know I have
not
not watched the new
finished watching-
season yet.
I have
Oh,
not
yeah.
finished watching the first season.
You haven't even seen any of the new season yet, Diz?
I have not seen any of the new season yet. So
This most recent episode brought two people in that I was like, first, why is he even in this one? And then, holy shit, this old motherfucker is here. Clan's gonna, when he gets to season 3, gonna see somebody that
I,
he know and loves from a movie from way back.
I don't know who these people are at all. I don't even have a guess. No,
All
But,
I know is that
it
in
makes
the
me
latest
think of the meme.
episode, I do know that Christopher Lloyd
Yes.
and Jack Black are in it.
Yep.
it makes me think of that meme of whatever's Poe Dameron saying somehow Palpatine came back.
Right.
Oh, love that meme.
Yeah, as far as Mandalorian goes, I stay away from anything that gets mentioned or potentially gets mentioned about that show. And I do my best not to spoil anything that happens in any episode.
Yep. Mandalorian's good. Boba Fett one I thought was going to be good. It was okay, and they
You
really
mean
introduced
the
a character
Mandalorian spinoff?
in Mandalorian
Yeah,
2.
exactly.
Season 2.5.
You mean that became the Mandalorian after like 2 episodes?
It was
After-
interesting because we get the bounty hunter in there. What's his name?
Boba Fett.
Not Boba Fett. What is the bounty hunter with the cool cowboy hat?
What are the Power Rangers called? That Boba Fett
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah, that was no. He doesn't fight him.
He
They
recruits
join
them.
him. Yeah, they
Oh, they
join
join-
him.
Wow. Shit!
Yeah. He
He
recruits
recruited the
Cy-
Power
he,
Rangers.
he recruits the cyborg Power Rangers.
Nice.
Cad Bane, and he
Yeah,
was
Cad
in
Bane.
the animated series a lot,
Yeah,
and
the
they
Clone
put him
Wars.
in. Yeah, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So seeing him live action, that was pretty neat. He's a bad motherfucker. Yes, I agree. I loved him in the Clone Wars animated series, and I thought it was amazing. Which I
I've
think
not
that
watched
show
Clone
really
Wars.
needed something like that to lift it up. You've not watched Clone Wars? It's a good watch. There's a lot of episodes, so it is hard
And a
to
movie, right?
It starts out with like two movies. That I think they were just testing the water to see, if people would like it, and then they started
Oh
the
yeah.
series. Yeah, there's a movie with that is focuses around Yoda being kind of stranded with some clone troopers on a planet, and then there is a movie where they introduce Ahsoka to Anakin, and Kenobi and Anakin and Ahsoka are fighting like a droid army. So that's another movie that they have, and
I
then
think
it
the
goes into
Ahsoka
the series.
is going to be fun.
Yeah, I really like the character Ahsoka. Like the Clone Wars, you get to see her evolve from just a Padawan to a full blown Jedi Knight, and
Except she doesn't claim herself to be a Jedi.
it's true. It's true. She
I mean,
is
she definitely is
what we would
a-
almost consider a gray Jedi.
Gray
Yeah,
Jedi,
so-
yep.
Yeah, she is a hell of a lightsaber handler and a force wielder, but she does not actually view herself as a Jedi.
So they actually had canceled. So Anna Mason brings up a good point. They actually canceled the Clone Wars. They kind of cliffhung it.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to say how it ends, but they kind of cliffhang it at the end of that series, and they cancel it. Well, they bring it back later, and it's like I can't remember how many episodes, but they do the final season of it, and those episodes are amazing. It kind of touches on, is it Order 66 or whatever
Whatever
That's
the order
ones
is.
where they kill the Jedi.
Yeah, I can't remember the number, but they kind of touch on that happening in those episodes and stuff like that.
Yeah, let the
Also
Star Trek
Rebels.
guy tell you what the Order 66 was.
Also Rebels, that animated series is good too. So lots of good Star Wars content. I
like
can't speak to the
Bad Batch.
Trekkie stuff. Bad Batch is really good too. Yep. I feel like it's ran its course for me though. Like I'm watching episodes of it now, and I'm like, I don't know if I need any more of this.
I mean, I saw what they had as the season finale or whatever, and I'm like, y'all can't go very much further with
No.
like y'all kind of put them where y'all are gonna have to keep them.
Yeah. They're either gonna have to amp it up to a big conclusion. I think that's what they'll probably have to do on this next season.
Which I don't think they're gonna keep a lot of this stuff around a lot longer, because Bob Iger's back at Disney, and he has specifically claimed that the problem that he has with Star Wars and Marvel right now is that there's too much, and people will be getting tired of it. So his plan is to slow down the release of content for both Marvel and Star Wars.
Did you guys like Kenobi? Chat's bringing up a possible season 2 of Kenobi.
I've not watched
season
Kenobi.
1 was really good. It starts out
Kenobi-
really slow, but it builds into something that's really good. I like it towards the
Kenobi
end.
was okay, but being somebody that read the books and knows what happened between 3 and 4,
Didn't happen.
Yep, it's all out the window.
yeah, all that shit just pisses me off, because they're like, all those
Luke.
books that y'all read and all the stuff that was actually written down and transpired and all that y'all know, we said fuck it.
Yep.
And
Luke
we're
did
gonna
get
do
married and
whatever
have
we want.
kids.
And it's like, fine. And
See-
now you're gonna shove this shit down my throat and expect me to be okay with it.
I wish they'd made
And-
that movie
Which one?
where Luke gets married, has kids,
with
and he has
Mara
to go.
Jade? Yep.
He has to go and save
They-
his son, who has went to the dark side.
They waited way too long. They could have had several movies with those actors.
Yes.
Well,
And the bad part is that's George Lucas's fault.
It is, but he had a lot of personal stuff going on. So
Yeah.
They should have made Shadows of the Empire. They should have actually done the real story with 7, 8, and 9. where Han and Leia had the twins and Anakin Solo, which is the younger of the three kids, and Chewie actually dies instead of Han, and Chewie's nephew comes for the life debt and replaces Chewie to continue the life debt with Han Solo. That's what they should have done with 7, 8, and 9 instead of the shit that they did.
That's true. And now we all got to wonder how Indiana Jones is going to die.
Right. So, they threw all that out the window with what they did with 7, 8, and 9. And they're like, well, we're going to remake those. Into fucking what?
I wish they would. I mean, I don't mind that the actors and stuff like that they put in there. I mean, I don't have any problem.
The actors,
it's the story was just, and
they need to let the people that are in charge of Star Wars now go back and fix that story.
What killed me was I kind of when I at the first watch of it, I was like, at least in the second one where they're doing the whole Battlestar Galactica storyline where they're chasing them through space and they can't jump, because they can track them somehow. Because I guess they're Cylons.
Fracking toasters.
The one shining moment that I kind of liked in the first watch of it was the fight sequence with all of the Red Guard. I don't know what they're called, like the Elite Guard.
Oh yeah.
For
the Emperor's Royal
Snoke. Yeah. I liked it. But then I watched a video about somebody slowing the footage down and I was like, oh my god, they tricked me. You could see the actors playing those Elite Guards pausing and waiting to be hit. And he's like, look at him here. It's wildly swinging above their head, like not even trying to hit them. I was like, oh my god, they tricked me on that one.
I was okay with episode 7 because it was like, okay, this is a return to form for Star Wars, right? This is more like the original trilogy
bringing
kind of thing. Because it's literally the first Star Wars movie over again.
I heard that about Darth Maul as well, and Darth Maul was a really good character in the Clone Wars and stuff like that. So and Rebels, and he shows up in a lot of these shows.
Yeah, he was supposed to come back, and he's supposed to have his lower half is supposed to be almost mechanical spider form.
Right. Yep. In the Clone Wars, when we first see him, he's gone insane, and he has spider legs, and they're mechanical. And then later, he gets robotic, like human legs. And then even later than that, somehow he gets like actual legs back or something through like some type of space magic or something.
Well, it's kind of like what they did with Anakin and Luke's arm.
Yeah, their prosthetics. Yeah.
But he had to get to the right people to get the good appendages.
Here's my problem. Luke fucking Skywalker dies. Not in a crazy battle. Not saving people. He forces too hard and he disappears.
Yeah.
Because he forced too hard.
It should have went.
Exactly. I mean, really? I want to be in the room when the rider went, and he forced so hard that his molecules broke apart, and he became one with the Force. For Luke Skywalker.
One of the biggest issues has always been how they have Darth Maul lose in the first movie. Makes no sense at all to me, even in the book. So that's one of my most favorite lightsaber duels is Qui-Gon Jinn, Padawan, Kenobi, and Darth Maul. I really love that whole sequence. And a lot of people complain about it because not so much that Darth Maul dies, but the way that he dies, because he has a lightsaber still in his hand. Kenobi's hanging down the pit and somehow uses the Force to pull Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber as he's flying up through the air and flips over his head. They say that he was just bewildered that Kenobi did that or something, and that he has enough time. But
I
they're
mean, to
saying
be
that it actually
fair-
happens faster than what they show on the screen. So, and it was really to set up the whole sequence of Darth Maul going through all that stuff that they did in the Clone Wars that they probably actually wanted to put in the movies, but they just didn't. So,
I mean, if you had somebody in a hole hanging there, dead to rights, and all of a sudden they flip up and force move a lightsaber into their hand, you're gonna stop there for a second and be like, the fuck?
he just used the Force. Yeah, exactly, chat. It's just, I can't believe he just used the Force on me.
Well,
here-
they also
I can
set
see
it
your
up,
force is as big as mine.
that they also set it up for a point of who and what Obi-Wan Kenobi really is.
Yeah. He's supposed to be one of the
English.
best sword duelists.
Oh, I thought you were going to be English.
English? No. I think he's Scottish, isn't he?
It's his there's different
He's
versions
English.
of fighting styles, and it's supposed to show his mastery over his style of fighting.
Shaq Fu. That's the
Yeah, well,
style that Obi-Wan
in-
uses.
And when we see Obi-Wan in other things, we see him using a multitude of styles. And so it shows that he is really good, with the lightsaber, which usually is frowned upon in the Jedi Order, because usually they like to solve things without violence.
The one that's a full master of the lightsaber, which is sad because of what took place. Windu is supposed to be the top saber fighter in the Jedi Order.
I'm
Yeah,
blowing out a
and I think
window.
before that would have been crap, what's his name? He went to the dark side. He's the one in the Clone Wars, the
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku. Yeah, he was supposed to be like the top guy, and before in the Jedi, before he turned. So
That's why Mace has the purple lightsaber. He's more towards fighting with the lightsaber more than anybody else.
Count
But-
Sauron.
The reason he got thrown out the window and everything though was the surprise that Anakin turned on him.
turned on him, yeah,
And cut
which
his
makes
hand off.
sense.
Because he could.
But we don't see him die. We don't
Exactly.
see him
There's
die.
always the rumor that he's not dead.
Right. But at the same time, I mean, if Anakin hadn't have stepped in, Palpatine would be gone.
That's true.
That kind of lightning force power, I don't give a shit. When
But done all that weird stuff to his skin. Remember, that's why
Right.
he looks all like oh.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Windu would have killed him.
Yeah.
If Anakin hadn't intervened, it wouldn't have been a question.
Sidious, yeah, he just straight up beats Sidious there. Good point. Like Sidious just takes out the other Jedi with him.
Yeah.
Easily.
Like he kills Kit Fisto and
I thought you were getting ready to say Kit Cloud Kicker. I was like,
No.
from Tailspin?
I can't remember. I can't remember the other Jedi that was with him, but he killed both of them like they were Padawans.
It's
Oh,
Baloo
Rudy.
Jedi.
He killed me with that force lightning, Rudy.
Hey,
and if-
Rudy, why you got a force line in me, Rudy?
And if you notice, Yoda couldn't whoop him.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, but Windu did best him.
Windu
That is a good point.
Windu is the only one that could kick his ass.
When do what Yoda don't.
So
R.I.P. Kit Fisto.
That is definitely a sexual term.
Also, do you guys, are you in the camp that believes that the Force is space magic, or that it is a parasitic symbiote that lives inside everybody.
First off,
Are you saying that the Force is a
midichlorians?
Gould?
Midichlorians are the only thing that are parasitic in this whole universe.
Midichlorians. The midichlorians make the Force, right?
Yeah, you just said the M word, sir. Disney is coming for you.
I ain't scared.
Did they edit that out of episode 1?
They probably will.
It'd be like, I'm just checking your blood for what? Bacteria.
Gas.
Bacteria.
Your
Like,
gas
that's
level's
not
the
the
largest
fucking
I've ever
word, you
seen.
motherfucker. Everybody explodes all of a sudden because that whole line got changed.
I think everybody would be fine. Everybody purposely forgot midichlorians.
Obi-Wan would be like, that's the highest bacteria count I've ever seen. Master Yoda doesn't even have any that high. I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about, bacteria?
Exactly. If midichlorians were meant to be a thing, then why isn't it in episode 7 when Obi-Wan is explaining the Force and stuff to Luke when he said, well, you see, you got these space bugs in your blood. And it lets you move shit.
Oh, 7?
Yoda
sorry.
was
Obi-Wan
dead
in
six.
episode 7?
Sorry.
You mean 4?
4, yeah, 4.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
He don't make it past 4. Spoiler
I
alert.
don't think Obi-Wan knew anything about them. I think
I mean, they
only
all knew
Qui-Gon-
something about him, right?
I think only
He
Qui-Gon
had to
knew.
have.
I think only Qui-Gon only knew.
He was the
He was a
Padawan for
master.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Only Qui-Gon knew.
He had to carry the testing kit.
I'm sure
Only Qui-Gon knew.
they had biology class at some point.
I mean, let's be fair, right?
You see, kids, sometimes when you shuttle wants to go into the spaceport.
I mean, let's be fair. They even made Obi-Wan look like an idiot when he goes in there to try to find a planet, and Obi-Wan looks at the younglings and goes, "Find Master Obi-Wan's wayward planet, we will." And the kids are like, somebody deleted it from the archives. Like, a child just told you what you should have already known.
Yep.
Kids are good with technology.
They just got out their iPads there. And
Exactly. Like, oh, no wonder you can't find it. You've not updated to the latest iOS.
here, I'm just gonna type this into Google.
Yeah. Oh, where is this planet?
I put it in
Go to
Google
Google.
Maps.
Let me go to Google Maps. Oh, boop. Oh, there it is, right there. There it is.
It should be right here, but it's not showing up. It's showing up here.
Somebody deleted it from yours.
Exactly. I think you got malware. All right. Well, we've been going for 2 hours.
We have.
we should call
We have. Probably should call it. All right, Jeff. Well, we're going to call it, I guess. But we've been having fun. I hope you all have as well, listening to us go on and on about complete and utter nothing and nonsense. And also remember our important
We'll end it
safety
with
tip,
one-
don't.
One more thing. Would you?
Okay.
I mean, is it okay to mix the midichlorians with the
No,
gravy
no.
biscuits?
No,
no,
You also
no.
can't put jelly in your midichlorians.
I feel like Diz has already done that.
You gotta
He's
force
put
it in
something
there.
somewhere. What she said.
Jelly on your lightsaber.
Just spit on it.
I mean, that's
Huh?
KY jelly, Diz. You aren't supposed to be eating that.
this KY jelly coming grape. Tastes like Smucker's jelly. You run out in the kitchen, just there you go.
All right, let's kill this thing.
Now we got him to want to kill it. We found the line, clan. We
Yep.
found the line.
Yep, we found the line. This is the way.
I have spoken.
Yep, I've spoken. Which did you know that was Nick Nolte?
Yes.
I did not.
Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't until I saw the credits, and I was like,
Who did I?
As soon-
I thought somebody else was Nick Nolte, but it was.
As
That's
soon
right,
as I
you
heard,
did.
as soon as I heard the voice, I turned and looked at Harley, and I was like, "You know who that is?" And she's like, "No." I was like,
I have spoken. It's 40 pack a day, Nick Nolte.
He didn't even have to alter his voice.
No, it's just automatically like that. All right. I'm done.
All right. So, if you like what you saw here, we do some other stuff. Me and Clan DM a Dungeons and Dragons game that we'll be playing on Sunday.
Okay, chat.
at
Listen,
7
I just
p.m.
want to tell you right now.
Eastern.
I help with the story because you know what? When everybody says DM check your messages, they never fucking message me.
They don't.
That's not true.
Just saying.
I messaged you last time.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
If they would message both of us, it would help because sometimes I'm distracted. So
that's true.
Hey,
it would help out.
The last session, Clan, I messaged the chat that the three of us are in.
You did. Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm just saying.
And some others have, but
just saying.
You do get left out sometimes. So we do that, and that'll be Sunday at 7 p.m.
Are we doing it
We're
this
still
Sunday?
doing it. I don't know. I'll send a message out to everybody and see what the consensus is.
And send a message. All right.
See what the consensus is. And on Monday we will be playing. Me and Clan Diesel will be playing some Super Retro Game Show. We'll be playing Majora's Mask.
Majora's ass.
And, really, Diz will be playing and Clan will be going. Can we be done with this?
We're in Icona Valley. I'm trying to 100% the game. So there's just Icona Valley. There's some in between stuff, and then this should be the end of the game.
Seasons by now.
So I'm thinking like 3 to 4 episodes.
That's what you said. 8 episodes.
And then we should be done. So then we should be done with it. Then we'll do some in between stuff. So Buck can win some Rice-A-Roni.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back to playing some more Zelda. So, and then next Thursday we'll be doing After the Roll, where the three of us and usually a couple other people from the D&D game talk about the D&D stuff.
That's right.
So come check that out. We do it on Thursdays starting at 10:30 p.m. Same time slot as this. We just alternate, usually week to week with that. And Buck, are you doing any streaming? Are you on hiatus for just a little while longer?
So on the 15th, so 2 Saturdays from now, we will be doing the lovely Edar Realm of Dragons D&D campaign, where these 2 gentlemen and 5 other individuals are trying to figure out what the fuck happened to the world of Edar and how to fix it.
Where
they have
in
the world? They have a very tall task ahead of them, to be completely honest, chat. But it's fun. They they have their shenanigans, and then I have mine on ways to screw with them.
Fair.
This week I've had to take a break because we had a death in the family household side of the family, so I haven't been able to stream this week because we've been dealing with that. But I plan on next week getting back into it. So depending on what days I'm able to do it, we'll be playing either World of Warcraft or 7 Days to Die. Trying to get everything taken care of in the Forbidden Reach so that my level 70s are ready for season 2 rolls out. Gotta get ready to fight Therian again, aka Deathwing.
Yeah, which is weird because he's supposed to be dead.
There's rumors that he's not actually dead, that he's been locked away by Alex Straza.
AKA Hot Dragon.
After we took him down in Cataclysm. So we'll see if that's really him or if it's an echo of him. and the incarnates that got released by Razagath are just toying with us, or if they really brought that asshole back. We'll see. And maybe we'll find out if the two brothers are going to get any more for the seat for the Black Dragon flight. Or maybe the third brother, the eldest, will step in and we'll get to choose him. We'll see.
I want to choose Ebonhorn.
That's the third brother. He's the eldest.
I want to choose Ebonhorn.
I want Ebonhorn as well. But we'll see what happens. But also, I do a lot of D&D, apparently. I've been drug into a lot of stuff. But there is a charity event coming up for Wounded Warrior Project that I'm going to be involved in. So I'll start posting that on my socials soon as we get all the particulars sent out. And I'm pretty sure that the lovely gentleman here, if I send them the links of stuff, will post it as well, since it has to do with D&D. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for my announcements for now.
All right. So there's one more thing to take care of.
Hold on, but before we go, if you like the banter and conversation that's happening on the show now, please go to our Discord and continue it there. We have lovely channels about games and movies and D&D and our shows that we do and Destiny and the critically acclaimed MMO RPG Final Fantasy 14 and all sorts of stuff. There's a channel there that you want to talk about and it's not there, let us know. Maybe we'll create one if enough people are interested. So go there. We like discussions. We like talking. We share memes and funny guffaws and TikToks. So, until it's banned. So, we like that. And then also, you ever just sit around bored and you're like, damn, I wish that Nerdacopia was streaming right now because I like their content, but they're not. So I can't watch their content. Au contraire, mon ami, you can. Because guess what? Nerdacopia has over 400 hours of free content available anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even if you're on Neptune. Oh, that's a Destiny joke, Chad.
What about if you're on Uranus?
Well, I don't know about on Uranus, but you can definitely access it if you're up Uranus. So you can go to exactly. So just go to NerdTube, youtube.com/Nerdacopia Network, and you can find all of our previous episodes of Not Actually Heroes, Cataclysm, and The Forgotten, if you want to catch up on that. Super Retro Game Show Extreme, Three Old Men, and After the Roll. It's all there. Like I said, over 400 hours of $0 content, and you'll see why. Because that's approximately, we had it appraised, that's approximately what it's worth. So go there, check it out. You'll be glad you did.
All right. And with that, there's just the one last thing to do.
No, that's not wrong show.
No.
We hope all your roles are nat. No. Do we really have to have an outro for? No, that's the other show. Hey, you kids, get off our lawn.
See you next time.
Doodles.